Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Good to have you on the program today. I realize I'm going live really late, but that's the way my schedule fell together today. So here I am at almost 11 o'clock p.m. my time, going live on the internet because that's how you make money. That's when everyone's awake. That's just me. I know business. I got this down. Good to have you on the program, everybody. We're going to be having a Q&A at the beginning of the program, about an hour-long Q&A, as we always do. What's on your mind? Any topic is fine. Primarily focusing on Fallout, of course, because that's my wheelhouse of expertise. And then, about an hour after the Q&A, we're going to be diving into Poppy Playtime 5. We have played all of the other Poppy Playtimes on this channel. And it's time to play Poppy Playtime 5. Now, I'm still under the weather. I've been hoping that my voice would heal all week. And it's still not quite to where I want it to be. It's a lot better compared to last week and compared to where it was 2 weeks ago, but it's not quite where I needed to be yet. So I did some vocal recording today. I'm hoping to do some more voice recording tomorrow. I want to get a video done by Monday, but I don't know. Like, I've got all my notes done. I'm ready to go. It's just I'm not healing from this chest cold fast enough, and it's really frustrating me. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna hour-long Q&A, then we're gonna dive into the game. If you're watching live, enjoy the show. If you're watching the VOD and you just want to skip to the gameplay, skip ahead about an hour. That's where we're at. I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook today. Good to see Gamer232 on Twitch, as well as Austin Gray Much, SM53, Devilers RSA, and of course, wonderful to see all of the regulars, the YouTube members, and the Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Wyoming Homesteader, The Vivid Kiwi, Craig Euler, Mr. Virus, Ed Quinn, Paul Kopax, Random Gray Mane, The Magic Q, Michael Ewan, and it's Herb Hastings with the first super chat of the day. Ox, I love ya. You're a golden soul. You humble me, sir. Thank you. I will be a golden soul just for you. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Enclave Leader 6245 says, I am now questioning if Mr. House discovered the Enclave's existence either due to before the war or after the war during the Battle of Hoover Dam involving the Enclave remnants and Arcade Gannon. He discovered their existence before the war. Well, hold on a minute. I take that back. They don't clarify in the show. You're right. I mean, there is a moment when he's talking with Cooper Howard that he mentions the Enclave. I mean, there are a number of times when he's talking to Cooper Howard where he mentions the Enclave and he refers to past events. But you're right. Those are post-war sequences. So when did House learn about the Enclave? He clearly didn't know about them during the pre-war sequences that we watched. I don't know. Did he learn about them during the second battle for Hoover Dam? I'm thinking he probably learned almost immediately after the bombs dropped. No evidence for that. It's just kind of my gut impression. I think he's kind of one of those guys who has all of the data and almost always sees what the data is trying to tell him. But every now and then he doesn't get it until it's a bit too late. And that's what happened when the bombs dropped. But I think he almost immediately realized what he did wrong, what he didn't get, how he misinterpreted the data. That's just my guess. Air Radio 6844 says, Hey Ox, it's been a while. You should consider playing Helldivers 2. Let us spread liberty and freedom throughout the galaxy together. I actually play Helldivers 2 with my son. My son loves the game. He's old enough now to where he's playing some pretty bloody, games for teens. He's a teenager now, and he loves Helldivers. He loves the whole Uber democracy, super Earth thing. He thinks it's hilarious. And he's like, Dad, there's this robot in your game that you like to play that says similar stuff, right? I'm like, yeah. We'll play Helldivers 2 together after dinner from time to time. So it's a fun game. It's really well done. That and Deep Rock Galactic. The Last Ghost on Twitch says, Oxhorn, do you think the world in the Fallout universe is ruined and there won't be an effective, prosperous future in the universe? Or is the glimpses we see as the MC of the games blind us to the world's future? So, the short answer is no. I don't think that the world is ruined. I think the world itself is learning to heal from man's mistakes, as evidenced by Shady Sands. Before Hank McClane did what he did, they had a thriving civilization. They had marketplaces. They had schools. There was still radiation, but they had working water purifiers. Like the land was healing, society was healing. But what we're learning is that man's greatest enemy is, as always, man, not nature. So I think that if it weren't for the continued influence of man, like vault dwellers leaving their vault and invading pre-war America's missile silos and nuking each other in West Virginia 25 years after the bombs dropped for fun. If it weren't for the influence of man, I think that the wasteland probably would have been in a better state than it is 200 years after the bombs dropped. Corley Gibson says, hey Ox, I hate to hear you're still not feeling well. I hope you have warm food or drink to fix your illness. Have a good Scotch and smoke rings. I gotta get ready to sleep now. Well, Corley, I'm glad you stopped by. Sorry for the super late broadcast tonight, but you can watch the replay tomorrow. And I've got plenty of hot food. The hot food's not the problem. I don't know what it is. I'm getting plenty of rest. I know that rest is how you heal, and so I'm taking the time to get as much sleep as I possibly can. And I think it's helping, but I'm just not there yet. So, Mobius Ouroboros with a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Mobius. Says, this is a bit personal, but you're wise, so I'm hoping you can change my mind on this. I've decided not to have kids because of what this world is turning into. It's going to get worse, and I worry what they would have to deal with. Am I wrong for that? You're not wrong, and you're not right. Your choice is your choice, and if you just don't feel comfortable having children now in this world, then don't. I mean, it's totally up to you. I think that what I might suggest would be an error in your reasoning is that the world as we know it is the lowest it's been, to the point where it's an inhospitable environment within which to raise a child. It's hard. I'm raising 2 children. I know. But World War II was worse, right? There have been moments in time that have been far worse than the moment that we're currently living with. And the generations that rebuild after those moments, that inherit the peace that happens after those moments, are our children. I'm a millennial, and frustratingly, my generation has lived through 9/11, the dawn of the internet, the dawn of social media, the financial crisis of 2008, the financial crisis of 2013, 2 Trump presidencies, we've gone through a lot. And if you look back through history, there have been a generation after generation that'll have their moment, their crisis of that generation. And then, there are moments of peace, moments of, rest after that. And we don't seem to be having one. My generation just doesn't seem to be having one. And, my poor kids have lived through a global pandemic of all things, right? I had to homeschool them for an entire school year, and we wore masks everywhere we went, and we're still getting, vaccines for it. So I get what you're saying, that it's a very difficult time. But there have been more difficult times. There have. And humanity has always soldiered on. And I think that any child you have would probably thank you at some point. Maybe it's the day that they walk down the aisle with their partner. Maybe it's the day that they achieve a great educational success. Maybe it's a day that they achieve a great career success. Maybe it's the day that they look into the eyes of their own children, where they would thank you that you had children so that they could have those moments. Is it more likely that they would curse you for having children, for having them? I think it's more likely that they would thank you. But ultimately, it's whatever you're comfortable with. And there's no wrong answer. If you're not comfortable having kids in this world or any world, then don't have kids. That's totally up to you. Enclave Leader says, we may see some of the 31ers coming back in Season 3. After all, I didn't see Ronnie's body, or the guy with glasses that hit Norm with a trophy. Only Pete. Well, it's certainly possible that we might see some 31ers come back in Season 3. I think narratively, it's pretty definitive that everyone else in that room died. And I'll have to look at the scene again, but I think I did actually see Ronnie dead in that room. But even if we do see their bodies lying in that room, that doesn't mean that they're all dead. I mean, after all, whatever her name is, the girl who was kind to Norm was also lying in that room, and she wasn't dead. So you're right in that we could see them come back. I don't think we will, but it's certainly possible. Red Wolf says, "Hey Ox, just finished upgrading my PC. Nowhere near your specs, but hopefully will be better and help my GPU shine a bit more." That's awesome, Red Wolf. Congratulations on your PC upgrade. I've struggled with my own PC problems, primarily due to the CPU that I had. I had an i9 installed, and it was just from a bad generation, just a bad batch. And I'm still having problems with it, to be perfectly honest, even though I disabled the problem core. But yeah, hopefully you can avoid the problems that I had. Derek May says, "Ox, I still agree with the showrunners. We saw all the factions and no yes man. The show took the fog of war approach. No clear winners. No army of Securitrons. It's 15 years later, I get, but it just looks like they all lost. Thanks as always, Ox." You still agree with the showrunners in what way? Very generous super tip, by the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what you mean by you agreeing with the showrunners. Are you agreeing with their statement that they're not going to tell us what the canonical ending to Fallout New Vegas is? Well, I agree with that statement as well. They're not going to go out and tell us, but they'll still tell us. Like, it's kind of like environmental storytelling. There are so many moments in the Fallout universe where you're playing a game and you don't actually have somebody jump out of the shadows and say, XYZ happened here, right? Instead, you see a cabinet open and a skeleton positioned in a certain way and a hatch in the ceiling that's loose, or you'll see something in the environment that shows you what happened. And the game is telling you a story without telling you the story. And that's what the show has been doing all Season 2, with little bits and pieces here. The Khans showing up at Novak. The Fiends showing up in California, right? We can piece all of these pieces together to come up with certain conclusions. Are they jumping out of the shadows and saying, the Yes Man ending is the real one? No, they're not doing that, and they won't do that. Will we be able to piece together an ending? I think so, and I will attempt to do so in an upcoming video. Jersey says, I have been a member for 53 months, and he has a member for 53 months. That's like, years. Talking about years, turning 30 this Sunday. Might have to start acting like an adult soon. I mean, 30 is a good age to start acting like an adult. 40 is a good age. There are lots of good ages to start acting like an adult. But I'm so glad that you're still here after all these years. For 53 months as a subscriber. That's amazing. You humble me. Thank you so much. Enclave Leader says, a far-fetched theory, but one of the side characters from the Atomic Wrangler, the bartender. I think he's the kid who owned the Archimedes 3 gun in Fallout New Vegas. I have a feeling he's going to play a bigger role in Season 3. It's an interesting theory. I agree it's far-fetched. It's certainly possible, but I think I agree that it's pretty far-fetched. But definitely interesting. Mobius Ouroboros says, well, you definitely changed my mind. Thank you, Ox. Joke time now. Terry broke his new countertop in just a couple of days. Clearly, he took it for granted. Thank you for that one, Mobius. That's a great granite countertop joke. I've never heard it before. Very nice. Plank Dank became a Silver Ox. Thank you so much, Plank Dank. Music is a bit loud. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go. I turned the music down a little bit. Tokyo says, hey Oxhorn, I've been subbed for years since I was a preteen, lol. Thanks for the countless hours of entertainment and fun. You honestly make Fallout a lot more fun to play and be a part of. Thanks a lot. Well, thank you, Tokyo, for watching as long as you have. So many longtime viewers on the show today, and I love it. Cheers to all of you. Jersey says, I'm pretty sure that's a little, more than a little bit. I can't hear the music at all anymore. Okay. I turned it back up a little bit. I think we're going to be okay. Highlander on Twitch says, I think the house always wins is the real ending because house taxes the strip and Freeside really badly. And I think it backfired, and the Death Claws and they fight in the show think they're from the quarry after the courier kills the mother. Certainly possible. I mean, the house ending, house is alive, right? So it's certainly possible that that's the one. Derek May says, Ox, whenever we get Fallout 5, Would you like it to be like Starfield? Instead of a spaceship, maybe a vertibird or car again. To travel a huge wasteland, I'd like a mix to be able to fly, drive, and walk. No, I don't want it to be like Starfield. I think one of the unique aspects of Fallout is that you don't have a vehicle. With the exception of Fallout 2, of course, we have the Highwayman, but when you have a vehicle like in Starfield, suddenly you're able to travel a great deal more terrain more quickly. And it's okay in Starfield because there's nothing there. Like, there's nothing on any planet. From time to time, you'll get a randomly generated location that pops up, but the vast majority of them are just sandy, desolate deserts, right? You can fly a spaceship, but there's nothing in space. There's just nothing there. It's going to be different for a world like Fallout, where the entire map is handmade. They want you to take your time and walk through it slowly. They don't want you to zip from location to location unless you've already discovered it, which is why fast travel is locked until you've physically walked there. So the purpose of Fallout is very different from other games. The purpose is to explore the wasteland on foot, right? None of the characters from the Fallout show traveled on any vehicles except for the ones in the Zeppelins, the Brotherhood of Steel. So no, I don't think that we'll ever be able to drive a vehicle in an upcoming Fallout game. Herb Hastings says the Highwayman was barely a vehicle. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it essentially gave you the exact same experience of traveling the map, only a little faster. And it consumed fusion cells at the same time. So technologically, they didn't really have to adjust much to include the Highwayman. Raisin on Twitch says, evening, y'all. Just discovered that Ox has a Twitch channel. That's right. I certainly do. Welcome to Twitch. Enclave Leader says, I think I know what the experiment is for the Enclave. It was not to rebuild America, but to keep war going, to keep fighting factions, and to keep monitoring the wasteland to ensure no one rebuilds. I assume you're alluding to the end of Season 2, the last episode, when Hank McClane says that the surface is the experiment. Yeah, I mean, it's a great idea. Not to rebuild America, but to keep war going. The thing is, the Enclave has changed a little bit. At one point, they wanted to rule. It was always the goal of the Enclave to emerge from the apocalypse as the only faction left, whereupon they would rule the world. And the reason that they have been so hostile to everyone on the surface since then is because they exist, and they need to destroy them all so that they can take over the world, right? That's what we learned about them in Fallout 2 when they first appeared, and it was confirmed in the show as well. It doesn't jive with all of the experiments that we see them doing. They did a ton of experiments during Fallout 2. They did a ton of experiments in Fallout 3 as well. And we see that they've got an entire lab and headquarters where they exclusively work on just tons of scientific experiments in the show as well. So what is the great experiment on the surface that they're doing? It makes sense that in addition to running some of the vaults, if not all of the vaults at this point, and doing isolated experiments on towns and certain vaults, that they would also use the surface as a bit of an experiment as well. But what were they trying to discover as the result of the experiment? And why has it taken 200 years, as well as the destruction of their faction multiple times, to uncover what the result of the experiment would be? I don't know. That's an interesting narrative choice for them to make, and I hope it doesn't back them into a corner from a writing perspective. Maybe they've got a really good idea. Hunch Mellow became a gold ox. Thank you so much, or Hinch Mellow. J3LYTTV says, "Hey Ox, thank you for the time and work you put into your videos. I used to have to throw on your videos to get to sleep, and sometimes I still do." Well, thank you so much for watching my videos, even if it is to go to bed at night. I'm just greatly appreciative that you're still watching. Black Hawaii says, "Throwing your stream on while I finish the Order of the Tadpole in Fallout 76. Good luck to you, my friend. I haven't even finished all of the Tadpole Scout quests in Fallout 76 yet. I think I finished the quest. I just haven't finished all of the little challenges. Deviler Schumann says, "Ox, if the Minutemen step to one side and let a Commonwealth government form, do you think they would make similar mistakes like the NCR? Or do you think with the characters would help stabilize it?" I mean, yeah, I think any government is going to make mistakes. I think a democratic government is going to be open about those mistakes, and more people will be vocal about them because there's less chance that they'll be punished for being vocal about those mistakes. And this is one of the major differences between an autocracy and a democracy, between fascism and freedom. People will try to pretend that a strong leader makes fewer mistakes, that he acts faster, that he's more decisive. And yeah, an authoritative leader can be more decisive, but he can also be decisively wrong, right? They still make mistakes all the time, and there's wisdom in a council of elders. There's wisdom in a number of smart people looking at a problem. But when you've only got one person looking at a problem and a host of yes men, you tend to make more mistakes. But the reason nobody in those societies talk about those mistakes is because their freedom is quenched. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not quenched. Their freedom is, I don't know, squelched? That's not the word I want either. Anyway, they're unable to express themselves. They don't have freedom of speech. So democracies are messy, as are any and all forms of government, but they have the appearance of being more messy than other forms of government, only because the people within a democracy are free to complain about it. So yeah, if the Minutemen were to stabilize the Boston wasteland, they would make a lot of mistakes, as has the NCR. But it would still be preferable for the lives of the people living there than any other option in Boston. Stifled, staunched, squashed, suppressed. Yes, all of those are much better than the words that I ultimately ended up choosing. Thank you, all of you. Enclave Leader says, "If Fallout 4 ending is actually a cut content ending, where the Minutemen destroy the Institute and you were allied with the Brotherhood of Steel and Maxon ranks you to Sentinel," I would hate that, and I wouldn't buy that, because I don't think it should be possible for any narrative to choose an ending that the player couldn't have chosen. That shouldn't happen. The nice thing, and I'm going to have a little bit of spoilers about the show, so you should know that we are talking about the show. The nice thing about what we learn concerning the show, that House is alive, is that it doesn't change anything about any of the endings, right? Because somebody went into House's chamber and shot him, destroyed his physical body. And that's what the Courier does if you side with any of the other factions except for House. So even though House is alive, that aspect of the ending stayed true. So I didn't feel like they completely robbed an ending from us. We got the ending that we chose during the events of Fallout New Vegas, but there was more to it than we realized at the time. House had a backup of his personality. But if they just give us an ending for a game that wasn't available in the game, that I think is going to be cheap. I think it's going to be cheap, and I'm going to feel robbed as one of the players. Derek May says, last one, Ox, at the end of Season 2, we saw the schematics of Liberty Prime for the West Coast. I feel like that would be incredibly hard to make. Liberty Prime seems like he was only one of a kind. So, the really important thing that you can't miss is that the schematic said Liberty Prime Alpha. It was an alpha build of Liberty Prime. How did they get their hands on those schematics? We don't know. We can presume that they were locked away in Area 51. Was Liberty Prime built in a lab beneath the Pentagon? We don't know if all of it was built there. We know that that's where it ultimately ended up, but we don't know where all of it was researched, where it was planned, where it was ultimately built, were pieces built in, labs all over America and then shipped to the Pentagon where it was pieced together before the bombs dropped, which is why we find the version of Liberty Prime there that we find. We don't know. Were there miniature versions of Liberty Prime that were prototypes that were built? We don't know, right? So the plans that Quintus has are the alpha plans of a Liberty Prime. They're not exactly like the Liberty Prime plans, or they're not exactly like the Liberty Prime that we ultimately see in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. So I think it's totally possible that Quintus in Area 51 found the plans for an alpha version of Liberty Prime. He didn't find another Liberty Prime, but he did find the plans. Now, will his scientists be capable of creating a Liberty Prime? That actually is the thing that I'm going to have a harder time believing, because the show has only demonstrated to us that all of the West Coast chapters of the Brotherhood are undisciplined, rash, and reckless, and have beliefs and practices that are goofy even from a Brotherhood perspective. And the disciplined Lions chapter of the Brotherhood had a very difficult time getting Liberty Prime to work. It took a wasteland scientist, a nuclear savant, Madison Lee, to figure out the power issues with Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood never figured it out. It was a wasteland scientist who did. Even in Fallout 4, it's not the Brotherhood who figures out how to get Liberty Prime to work. It's either Madison Lee again or another wasteland scientist, Dr. Scala, whom we find in Diamond City. And that's the discipline chapter of the Brotherhood. Those are the professional soldiers, right? Quintus and his chapter, the goofballs? Are they going to be able to build Liberty Prime? That, I don't know. I'm going to have a hard time believing that. I guess we'll have to see. Ned Carlsberg says, in my opinion, the Minuteman ending is canon in the show. Well, I mean, it's one of the two possible canon endings to Fallout 4, so you've got a perfectly valid reason for believing that. Alt Grendel gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you, Alt Grendel. And congratulations to RR Queen, or R Red Queen, Hyreth, Nicholas Hunter, Asvalon, and Aryan Sajawan. Thanks again, Alt Grendel. Paul Kopax says, hi Ox, I need to find someone to brush with. 9 out of 10 dentists say you can't reduce plaque by brushing alone. You just need a brush buddy. It's okay to say that. You need a brush buddy. It can't be me. I can't help. But I'm sure you'll find someone. Nick Butler says, hey Ox, what are you smoking tonight? I personally love Davidoff cigars. Tonight, I am smoking a Voodoo. And it's a nice girthy one. I do love me a girthy cigar. Blue Thunder 29 says, "Hey Ox, just to let you know that I got myself a new handheld Xbox ROG Ally X. With this, I can play new games without issue like Alan Wake 2, Fallout London, etc., etc." Congratulations, Blue Thunder. That's wonderful news, and I hope you have a wonderful time gaming. The Vivid Kiwi says, "Perspective on Steam. Camera is like out of sight." Perspective on Steam. Camera is like out of sight. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that my camera is out of focus? I think it's in focus. Perspective on Steam? Are you meaning perspective on stream? Do you think I need to alter my camera angle? Is it at a wrong perspective? You know, sometimes trying to understand your comments is like reading ancient hieroglyphs. I still love it. It's still a lot of fun, but sometimes it's a little frustrating, gotta say. 1 second. Or are you referring to like some news that I don't know about? Perspective on Steam. We're talking about like Steam, the game delivery platform. Camera is like out of sight. Oh, you're talking about a game called Perspective on Steam that has a camera like the game out of sight. Oh my God, the Vivid Kiwi. Oh my God, you could have used capitalization in there. Punctuation and capitalization would have made that, and actually using your articles. You know what? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for spending money to give me that comment, but I understand it now. There is a game on Steam called Perspective, and it has a camera that is much like the camera in the game Out of Sight. Thank you. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to leave myself a note. Perspective. Gotcha. Herb Hastings says, "Health advice from NM for sickness. Capsicum. No joke." Oh! Capsicum. Capsicum, okay. What is capsicum? It's a plant. This isn't a medicine. It's like a pepper. Am I spelling this right? Capsicum. You want me to eat bell peppers? Is that what you're saying I should do to feel better? Just eat peppers? Chili peppers, bell peppers, sweet peppers, green peppers. All right. I mean, I'm not a big pepper guy. I don't eat peppers. Note to self, I shall eat peppers. Henry Weston says, "Hi Ox, do you think Fallout 3 or New Vegas Remastered is soon?" No, I do not. I do not. I don't understand why people keep saying this. I don't understand why they just spread it. It's become this embedded fandom myth. Bethesda has never announced it. The show has never announced it. No, like literally no one has talked about it. You've got influencers like me that are saying that it hasn't been announced, and yet people still talk about it just incessantly. And I think it's just hope. People are hoping for a modernized Fallout 3, a modernized Fallout New Vegas, because they're such good games, and I guess I can understand that. But no, we've heard absolutely no news on that. And would I want remastered versions of those games compared to a new game? No, I want a new game. That's what I would like. Would it be easier for them to remaster those games than make a new game? I don't know. Now, they did have amazing success with the remaster of Oblivion. That is the best argument for a remaster of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, because they made a ton of money. And they didn't even have to do the work. They hired a third party to remaster the game for them. So, have they hired a third party to work on a remaster for Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas? Maybe. But we haven't heard of it. We haven't heard a lick about it. So crossing my fingers. We'll see. Blue Thunder says, ooh, Chapter 5 is here. What horror of Poppy Factory toy will be installed for us? Are we gonna face the prototype? Maybe, Blue Thunder. I don't know anything about Chapter 5, but I am excited. I've played all the other Poppy Playtimes on this channel, and I am excited. Enclave Leader says... I'm starting to believe nuking the Long 15 and Dry Wells is canon in Lonesome Road. To close contact with Captain Rodriguez and the Rangers with no reinforcements for 20 years would explain why the NCR lost their foothold in New Vegas. I mean, that's an amazing point. That is such a good point. I'm going to make a note of it. That's perfectly possible. And it would help explain why Captain Rodriguez lost contact with her squad of Rangers. It's not good enough. I still want the show to come out with a good explanation, but it would work. Like, it would work for that. ERB Hastings says, the hotter the better. Oh, man. They should just put me on the hot ones or whatever it is, and I would just be blubbering and snot bubbles going everywhere. It would be a mess. Like, I would power through it. I'd be crying, and I would be a blubbery mess, but I would power through it. Alt Grendel says, did you hear about the bird that won a race while wearing lingerie? It was a victorious egret. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. I love it. That's one of those dad jokes that works better if you can read it, because then you really get the... It's so dumb. Did you hear about the bird that won a race while wearing lingerie? It was a victorious egret. Oh my God. All these years later, and I'm still hearing new dad jokes. That was great. Cyber Menace says, hey Ox, I've been watching for about 8 years. Love the vids. Thank you so much, Cyber Menace. Glad you've been watching, and much more to come. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left in the Q&A portion of the show. And then we dive into the game. Victorious egret. Lady Do It on Twitch says, spicy foods can clear the sinuses. Capsaicin is in most spices. Yeah. It's not the sinuses. Well, okay, it is the sinuses a little bit, but it's the chest. I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to clear the chest. And I've been on Mucinex like a mofo. That's what they say, right? Mofos take Mucinex. For like 2 weeks straight, I've been on Mucinex like mad. To just clear up all this gunk. Well, I'm so glad. Aren't you glad that you arrived at the show today? You're just getting all sorts of wonderful insights into the health of my lungs today, aren't you? L. Sid Barrett says, egrets. I've had a few. Another good one. ERB Hastings says, no one says that. What? Mucinex like a mofo? No one says that? No. You're kidding. Levartation says, evening, Ox. Glad to finally catch a stream again. Levartation, so good to have you on the program today. I hope you're well, and I hope your crafting business is doing well as well. Some of my favorite props in the world have come from Levartation's shop. H20 Pan says, I'm excited for you to play. You make the best, most easy explained vids. Well, thank you. That's extremely kind. I do try to summarize Fallout lore in an easily digestible way. And hopefully I understand the lore of the other games I play as well. ERB Hastings says, on a scale of 1 dental floss, how chewy them lungs? Oh, you can't do that. Don't say things that are just so gross. Because I'm in a fragile state right now. Like, I could upchuck. I haven't upchucked recently, but it's possible that I could upchuck. And if you talk about things being chewy in the lungs, oh, man. You know what happened to me when I heard out about cysty pigs? Don't use those kind of words. Not that bad. How do I even answer that? I mean, yes, I got some stuff coming out of the lungs, but it's not chewy. Just, why would you say that, man? Don't gross me out today. I don't have it within me. You'll make me vom, and I don't want to vom. This isn't one of those vom shows. I know people like that. I don't want to do that. Enclave Leader says, the reason why I say the Long 15 being nuked is because that is a huge loss. To lose the reinforcements, the vertebrates, and the supply lines, I mean, it's a wonderful point. That's just a great point. An option in the game that the courier could have chosen that would have led to what we see happening in the show. Yeah, that's great. Great point. ERB Hastings says, how many ups could an ox up chuck if an ox could chuck up? No, it should be how many ups could an ox up chuck if an upchuck could ox up? Or how many ups could an ox upchuck if an upchuck could ox up? Yes. Yes, that's what it... But it doesn't make sense. So the answer is none. We're not doing any upchucks today. No upchucking. So no gross commentary from you, please. I don't want to read anything that makes me go, ugh, because then I'll upchuck. And you don't want to see how many upchucks this ox can chuck up. No one wants that. Aurora says, did someone say, I'm not reading. I know what you're going to do to me, man. I know what you're going to do. And if it's anyone, it's going to be you. And I know it would be you. It's always you. I'm not reading. I'm not reading. I could barely... I saw a little bit ahead. The periphery of my eyes picked up a few words. And I stopped because I'm in a fragile state. I don't want to upchuck. But now I'm curious. What did he say? If I read it slowly, maybe it won't matter. It's always you. Did someone say delicious, juicy, grilled sausage skin textured? Custard pus filled? Sissy pig steaks, just me? Okay, it ended with sissy pig. And I've developed a bit of an immunity to that because it's been going on for so long. It's gross and I hate it and I don't want to talk about it anymore, but at least it was something I was familiar with. That part of my imagination has already conjured up a variety of images. I've kind of become inoculated to that visual imagery, so I'm gonna be okay. ERB Hastings says, what in the fresh hell is this sissy pig? You don't want to know? And don't ask me. This is not the right environment. Just do your own research and God help you. I will never pluck apples from a tree the same way again. It's been ruined for me forever. I just can't go to orchards now. Thank you, Outer Worlds. Henry Weston says, do you think the Fallout show could ever go to the East Coast? Say, like the Commonwealth or the Capital Wasteland? Absolutely. As I said, when we first started talking about the show, I had hoped that they would have left the locations from all of the previous games alone. But they didn't. They went to Shady Sands, then they went to the Mojave Wasteland, and went to Novak and New Vegas, and the Sunset Sarsaparilla Bottling Factory, and all these places. So yeah, they're definitely going to be revisiting places that we visited in the games. We're already on our way to Colorado. These are the stomping grounds of Fallout Tactics. Vault Zero is in Colorado, and many places in Colorado were mentioned in Fallout New Vegas as tribes that the Legion had conquered. So there's area to explore there that we've touched on in the games before. We've got the Fallout 76 area of West Virginia next, right? And then I'm thinking by the time we get to Seasons 5, Seasons 6, we'll be doing the Capital Wasteland in Boston. That's my guess. Elsid Barrett says, just a little mint, a little tiny mint. Aurora says, just one wafer thin mint. I love the way he said wafer thin. He's just like, oh, but sir, it's only wafer thin. Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. I forget the name of the guy. He just explodes after eating a wafer thin mint. It's great. Gross. Really gross, but great. Enclave Leader says, only question now is, if we nuked the dry wells, does that cut off reinforcements of the Legion? We have to understand what territory the Legion occupies. Colorado is Legion territory. Do they know the new Caesar? I mean, these are all questions that the show didn't touch upon, because we know from the events of Fallout New Vegas that the Legion did have an empire to the east. Now, in order to amass troops at Hoover Dam, they had to call in reinforcements from the east after they lost the first battle for Hoover Dam. Does that mean that all of the reinforcements in the east are gone? Who knows? Who knows how much is left? Who knows if they ever even learned that the original Caesar died? They certainly don't know anything about the new Caesar. Did they ever learn that there was a civil war between two factions of Caesar's Legion? We don't know the answers to any of these questions. But the fact that no one came in a span of like 15 years, to help either side during a Legion civil war. It was them and just them. Leads me to believe that there's probably no one left in the Legion Empire to the east, that the Legion kind of lost control of that section. Caesar had to bring so many of his troops from the east for the Second Battle of the Hoover Dam that they just couldn't hold on to the lands and the tribes that they had conquered in the west, and many of those tribes probably rebelled and became autonomous again. That's kind of my guess. But who really knows? Who really knows? Cheng Yang says, would you ever have rad roach steak or ant meat? I mean, no, just... You know, when you go to, like, beaches, Caribbean beaches, and they've got those bees encapsulated in, like, a Jolly Rancher? I've never wanted that. Like, why would I ruin a perfectly good piece of candy by putting a bee in it? Or a hornet? Or a scorpion? They've got candies with scorpions inside them. Who would think that would make it better? Oh, I know what this little taffy needs. A scorpion. I'm not making this up. There are places that sell candy, like partially translucent candy with arachnids inside. No, I've never bought those. I've never eaten those. So no, if I lived in the Fallout universe, I would leave the bloatfly meat. I would leave the rad scorpion steaks. No. Not for me. Heather Wall says it's actually pretty good. No. I don't want to be like licking my hard candy and then all of a sudden go crunch. Okay, if you like it, you like it. I'm not going to judge you. But that's not for me, man. I don't want bugs in my candy. It's kind of put me off of any kind of hard candy. Because who knows what's inside it now? What if they put something awful and invisible inside it? I can't. Don't want it. The new guy says ants have a citrus flavor? Really? Bugs shouldn't taste like citrus. You shouldn't bite into a bug and go, I'm getting whiffs of avocado. No, bugs should taste like bug. That's what they should taste like, not citrus. Ugh. Nick Knack says they'll make canonical choices like ending Caesar, but have no evidence of someone who would have drastically affected the West Coast. They did. Like, House himself talked about someone who came into the Lucky 38 and drastically affected him. Someone with something to prove, an upstart with something to prove, went into his chamber and shot him. He's talking about the courier, right? But the death of Caesar is kind of something that we knew would happen. There's one and only one Legion ending where Caesar lives, and that's if you use an autodoc to cure him of cancer, right? Of the tumor that's in his body. But of course, there's no proof that you cured all of the cancer in his body, that a tumor doesn't grow back. We already know that he's suffering from cancer and that he has tumors, and they're affecting him so much that he'll die without the courier's intervention. But after the courier leaves, even if we extract those tumors, will another one grow? Will he die 1, 2, 3 years after the events of New Vegas, even if we helped him? I think it's totally realistic that Caesar is dead by the events of the show. Nick Neck says, you missed my member chat. Dude, I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. Oh, I just read it. Yeah. I get through it because I'm answering questions, and sometimes I have a long answer. Enclave Leader says, last comment, but all Helldivers to Cyberstan. I have spent a lot of time in Cyberstan with my son recently. We have been killing a lot of cyborgs, and they suck. They all have jetpacks. Random Generation says that's actually correct. I once had an ant at the bottom of a hot chocolate. I bit down on what I thought was a partially melted chocolate chip. And I tasted this incredibly sour orange flavor. This isn't knowledge that I needed. I could have lived the rest of my life without knowing that ants tasted like oranges. I mean, it's a good thing I hate oranges anyway, because I wouldn't want them to be ruined for me. Brandon Beltfed says, why does the Institute just teleport, or why doesn't the Institute just teleport some mini nukes or an assault force of synths aboard the Pridwin when fighting the Brotherhood and call it a day? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Who knows, right? With teleport technology, you could literally take over the world. And they didn't. They could have just teleported 1,000 synths, even Gen 1 synths, onto the Pridwin and destroyed it. Even if they sacrificed all of those synths, it would have been worth it. But they didn't. Was there a part of the quest saying that there was something interfering with their teleport technology? Yes, there was. Okay, my bad. The Brotherhood actually had some anti-relay power generators spread across the airport. And if you side with the Institute, you have to go into the airport and destroy those anti-relay generators. And at the same time, another synth is hacking into Liberty Prime to shoot down the Pridwin. But once the generators are destroyed, synths begin relaying into the airport. Why didn't they just relay into the Pridwin? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's because they would have already made so much progress on Liberty Prime by that time that it would have been unnecessary. But that's why there was actually a lore reason why the Institute couldn't teleport aboard the Pridwin. Alt Brindle says, time, Oxhorn. Ah, is it time? All right. 1 second. The new guy says, also funny you mentioned hiding bugs in candy. Most hard-shell candy has chitin in them, and that comes from the shells of beetles. Or is it pronounced chitin? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. That's gross. Enclave Leader says, Ox, get your butt to Cyberstan. Major orders. Well, maybe later, but right now, we've got some Poppy Playtime. Chapter 5. We defeated Huggy Wuggy. We defeated the Noodle Sister, whatever her name is. Then there was the Cat Monster. Then there was the Play-Doh Blob guy. And now, who knows? Who knows? Oh, crap. I'm getting a crash to desktop. Hold on a second. There we go. One second. Okay, well, it looks like it has to recompile all shaders. Give it just a sec. Alien Face says, for Super Earth Ox, don't show any fear to those damn robots. Stay amazing. Also, my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 9. Can you give her a shout out? Her name is Lilith. Much love, Ox. Absolutely. Major shout out to Lilith, turning 9 years old tomorrow. Happy upcoming birthday, my friend. I'm so glad that you and your family have been watching. Happy birthday. Belmira says, would you like to see a giant robotic Mr. House fight a Liberty Prime Alpha? I mean, yeah, who would want to see something like that? That would be epic. Okay, here we go. Steel 101 says, howdy Oxen chat. I turned 33 today, February 19th. Man, time flies, but I still love birthdays. I went crazy with some Boston cream cake. Happy birthday, Steel 101. That's awesome. Happy 33rd. Boston cream cake is amazing. Okay, let's see. Hopefully we won't get any screen tearing so we can leave virtual sync off. Injured and abandoned in the heart of the nightmare, the Playtime Laboratories. Here fantasy is made reality, and the broken cower in the shadows of the one who pulls all strings, the prototype.
Side out.
I mean, no lie, those would probably sell really well. Oh my god.
Cuddly, adorable, but not quite what they seem.
What a surprise!
Unstuff that grin and find that wrong side just within. The wrong side animals.
Oh!
I want to marry Doodlebone! Or adventure with Bindle Boogie! You can even make your own!
What the heck? This is a really long cutscene.
Wrong side animals. Available now from your pals at Playtime.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, I think those wrong side out toys would probably sell really well in the real world. Ah! Oh, that's right. I'm remembering. Okay, hold on. Random Gray Mane says that I gotta turn off the lights. Okay, hold on. I'll turn off the lights. Okay. So yeah, at the end of the last chapter, we did have a bit of a cliffhanger. We entered this room, and then Huggy Wuggy chased us. And that's where we're at now. Guess I gotta go. No! Okay, I died. How do I get out of that room? Oh. Ah! I guess we weren't supposed to get out of that room? Oh, I didn't know where to go. Where was I supposed to go after that? Oh, here. The door opens, says chat. Oh, well, was I just turned the wrong way? Okay. I guess I didn't see the door open. Oh, we're gonna fall. Yeah. Ouch. What are you talking about? Ah. Okay. I got this. What was I supposed to do there? I couldn't jump over it. Okay. Pay attention, Ox. Pay attention. Focus. While aiming at a hand... Oh. Got you. Alright, I had to point at the hand scanner. God, how did it catch me? I was going fast. I guess I shouldn't have looked around. Ah! Was that the wrong way? Alright, chat is saying the sound is muted. Let me see if I can fix that. Overall volume 10%? I didn't set that. Ah! only way to go! Oh. Oh! Oh, okay. Is that too loud now? Sorry. All right, I'll turn it down to 80%. How about that? Lore. Okay, how do I read it? An intercepted communique. Unknown sender number 1. They all go on at great length about this imagined future of theirs. It's exhausting. Their eyes are so set on a new chapter of history that they ignore the current one. Unknown sender number 2. Remember, we used to believe in that future too. Hard to turn down the prospect of a world where humanity lives without strife until the stars wink out. I never stopped believing. I just stopped ignoring the cost. One of the mind's many strengths, I suppose. Its ability to ignore its own capacity for cruelty. Just have patience. Our deal with 1006 still holds, and I doubt he'd back out of it now. Good. Making preparations as we speak. 1006, huh? Do I have a flashlight? Oh my god, I do. See, this is the problem with each chapter being like a year apart. I forget how to play the game. Oh, wow. Yo, equip the finger gun. How do I equip? Oh. Flare hand. Purple hand. Jump pads. Okay, so this is for passcodes. This is for jump pads. This is for dark environments. Wait, but how do I equip it? Press and hold left click to swing from grab handles while the hand is attached. Okay, can I... No. Okay, well I am getting a bit of screen tearing, but I'd have to put it into full screen mode in order to find a way out. Okay, great. Puzzle time. I gotta figure this out. Really? Okay, it needs to be higher than that, huh? Go down the ramp, says the chat. It's behind the boxes there. Oh. There's a ramp? I thought I had to climb up there. Go down a ramp? Do you mean that ramp? It's up. That's up a ramp. Is there another ramp somewhere over here? Red box in the corner. Oh, great. I can't grab onto that one. You'd think I'd be able to jump up there because that's the ramp, right? I can move the boxes, but not the pallets? All right. Small box, red box, blue box. Oh. Yay! Thank you, everybody. Ah. Elo still says, oh, this looks like it's going to be another rough playthrough. Look, if you don't have faith in me and my elite gaming skills, I mean, you can go. I got this thing. I've played the other poppies. I mean, yeah. Screw you! decontamination. Uh-oh, what is this? What have I gotten myself into? Oh, great. Okay. Oh, crap! Huggy Wuggy wants too many hugs! Oh no. Ah! What? No! He stole my red hand! No! Oh! He stole all my hands? Oh no.
My name is, and I'm here to protect kids like you from all the scary things that go bump in the night.
Okay, but if my hands are gone, how did I push that button? Alright, we're gonna do the classic butt open here. Nope. Nope, that's not working. We can't open that with our butt. Nope. Nope, no butt. Okay, right. Oh my god, the screen tearing is really bothering me. Do you see it? No, you don't see it. It's just me. Alright, well then it's okay. Alright. Ha! Oh! The butt didn't work. I had to actually open it with my hand. My flashlight is gone too. Okay, I'm guessing that by turning on power, I did. Yep, here we go. There we go. That opened a door. Oh, hey. Yeah, dude. It's one of those inside-out things. Are you nice? Are you? No, you are not nice. You are not nice. All right, well, you know. But he doesn't like light. I mean, now I know. I had to find out if he was naughty or nice, and I found out that he's naughty. So now we know, and I won't be getting close again. Crap. Crap, do I gotta like restore power or something? Ocean Games official says, I think the NCR ending makes the most sense. The dead Securitron doesn't mean yes, man. Assuming the NCR annexed Vegas, I think the Enclave aimed to destabilize the NCR, which seemed to be successful. I don't think the Enclave was in any state to do anything to the NCR shortly after the events of Fallout New Vegas. In fact, they might not even be in the state to do anything during the events of this show. We get the impression that they're holed up in their bunker. Oh, that opened this door. In the north, the mountains of Colorado, perhaps. Perhaps they're not ready to show their face just yet, but I doubt very much that they did anything during or after the events of Fallout New Vegas. I don't think it was the Enclave that destabilized the NCR at all. I think it was a combination of factors. It was the courier siding with either House or Yes Men. It was possibly a nuke destroying the Long 15. It was neither the NCR nor the Legion securing the Hoover Dam, which pitted them both against each other in the streets of Freeside. It was a combination of effects that led to the NCR becoming a diminished force. I don't think we need the Enclave there at all.
From above. There is no above. The judge said, can't trust the judge. Can't trust any of them, not like us.
Oh. Well, that was instant death. Okay, I guess I was supposed to jump over that. He seemed nice. He was talking and being friendly. I wanted to talk.
Someone from above. There is no above. The judge said, can't trust the judge. Can't trust any of them, not like us.
Oh, I don't want to go in there. Do not want to go in there. But do I gotta? Nothing in there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, going up here. Ooh. They like their dark. I'll leave it to them. Can I can't get under there. All right. Oh. So we're playing the enter dark room and find the light switch portion of the game. Ooh! Which is apparently harder than I thought. Okay, well, how do I get back? Well, that guy massacring me. Run. He won't let me go. All right, I gotta figure out a way to get past that guy. Found a note. Wrong side Outimall branding note. Leith has asked us to remove any wrong side Outimall's branding from our workspace, murals, cutouts, etc. Apparently, they focus tested very poorly, and it's been decided they won't be going into production. The whole toy line is getting scrapped. I wouldn't rush to do it, though. Remember, Leith made the same request about Daisy, and she's still plastered all over the place. Okay, so I gotta get there. Oh. But now I can't get back. There we go. Well, that was unnecessarily cumbersome. Crap! Where is it? Well, I can't do that one. Crap. What? Okay, that one doesn't work. Huh. Well, I don't have any hands. And there's something clogged in there. In that grinder. And I can't loot it. Ah. I can't get through that. Okay. So that's already on. Don't you have your other hands? Says chat. No, I have no hands. See? No equipment. I can't loot any of that. All right. Great, now I'm stuck. Okay, what the heck am I missing? I can't go through this window. Can I? Nope, it's a glass window. Can't open the door. Can't flip the switch. There's a power cord going over here. There's something lodged in there. Maybe a switch in the previous room, says chat. Okay. I can't see a thing. Ah. Yay, I finally have a flashlight. Dear God, that was awful. Okay, find a way to reach the key. How am I holding this without a hand? It's just hovering in front of my face because I don't have hands. What the heck? All right, find a way to reach the key. Key, what key? Is there a key that I should be seeing? Maybe it's not in this room? Because I don't see a key. Okay, are they gonna sneak up behind me whenever I turn around? Yeah. Okay, well, I found a warehouse room. Is there a key in here? It's a little storage room, but I don't see anything shimmering. Ah. Work procedures, recycling, and reclamation. Managerial note, all first-time employees, please follow these procedures absolutely to the letter. Our work is both sensitive and vital to the success of the operation. Please follow these instructions to the letter. Step 1, ensure the cleanliness from decontamination. Specimens mustn't be infected with outside contaminants. Step 2, wear all required hazmat hardware. Step 3, acquire specimens. Step 4, clean specimens. Ensure blood, stains, debris, teeth, etc. are all removed from the specimen. Teeth? Step 5, using proper tools, carefully remove the specimen's skin, being cautious not to damage valuable tissue beneath. When necessary, use the de-threader. Step 6, distill the specimen. Warning, this is the messiest stage of the process. Step 7, collect extracted poppy gel in specialized containers. If we're out of containers, please let me know. Step 8, dispose of the remnants in the boilers. Handwritten. My advice, use the term specimens when referring to your work. Believe me, you'll sleep a lot better if you do. Sincerely, North Giesler, lead mortician. Good God. Okay, find the key. And I don't think it's in this room. So, stars and symbols that way. Song that way. Guess we're going this way for now. Leave. Collectibles, wrong side Outable plushie. The Bindle Boogie, a rare plushie from the failed Wrong Side Outimals toy line. Dude, my daughter would love stuff like this. You know those ugly dolls? She loves those ugly dolls. Hopscotch, hopscotch, hopscotch. Ah. Why won't this cigar stay lit? Okay, find a key.
Looking. The last of them can't have gotten far.
I think they're gone. Kissy, our friends, they're gone too. I'm so sorry. It was an ambush. Somehow Prototype's hunters knew we'd be here. We need to call Ollie, and... It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be... Hey, I'm here for you. I feel it too. Let's be scared together. You and me. I hold on to you, and you hold on to me. Just like always. Let's just wait it out a few more minutes. Until we know it's safe.
Is that it? Oh, it automatically started playing.
The last of them can't have gotten far.
I think they're gone. Kissy, our friends, they're gone too. I'm so sorry. It was an ambush. Somehow...
Okay, I don't think I can do anything here.
We'd be here. We need to call Ollie, and... It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be... Hey, I'm here for you. I feel it too. Let's be scared together. You and me. I hold on to you, and you hold on to me. Just like always. Let's just wait it out a few more minutes. Until we know it's safe.
Okay. I think that was just for the lore. Because the guys are hiding right behind crates. Right, no more arrows. But a dead end, so we go this way. Ah. Okay. Key. Master keys. Nice. Now what? Guess we go up. Ooh! What did they put in there? Yikes. Ooh. Well, guess I don't come up here. I bet we gotta go back again. We've got the master key now. Oh, wait, no. Here we go. There we go. It's a cat with a bow tie. Right, well, we're back here.
My name is, and I'm here to protect kids like you from all the scary things that go bump in the night.
Whoops.
Put a hole in their neck and bring them to the boilers for blood.
I mean, there's no way I would have understood that without the subtitles.
You alright? You're not... You're the one they've been talking about! The one who put Mommy in the grinder? Who gave the cat a nap? Down here, they're calling you the Playtime Butcher. what are you doing all the way down here? Is Poppy... I mean... You were with her, right? And the rest of them? Up at Safe Haven? I heard things. We can't stay here. I got a place. Just follow me.
Okay, Yoda.
My name's Giblet.
Oh, Giblet.
I knew Poppy back before... Well, before everything. Was she really gonna blow this place up? Her heart's always been in the right place, but that girl's been behind glass too long. This way. Come on.
What about lore? What if I missed something? Well, yeah, okay. All right. Oh, it doesn't stop and wait for me. Like typical escort quests.
No! You wouldn't come down here. Just find a place to hide.
Okay. Hide I can do. Oh, what is this now? Oh, what is this now? Ah! Oh, it's a robot spider thing. Great. Oh, that's great. That's just fine. Come on! Oh, no.
He doesn't usually come down here. You must have got him real worked up.
What'd I do? Who's he? I don't know.
This way.
I don't remember. It's been like a year since I played the last one. What was that? What did I do? How did I get him worked up? Oh.
Yeah, I know it's not much, but, who needs fancy murals on the wall and string lights or a barber shop or whatever? And I got plans, anyway. I'm not gonna be down here forever. Look, I'm not the kind of guy who spends time feeling sorry for himself. I mean, the way I see it, everything's a tragedy until it's meant to be. You think this is an accident? You ending up down here like this? Both of us wanting to kill the prototype? I mean, that's where this train is headed, right? I'm not some kind of hero, but I can help you. But we gotta get you outfitted first. You're not gonna last down here with just a cheap nightlight. Yeah, chirp all you want. I'm the one who scared off all those animals.
I mean, the light helped. It's been a good companion.
Here, the boilers. Lots of gear got tossed down there after it all went down. I'm pretty sure I saw an old grabber. I'll point you there. Just let me know when you caught your breath.
Okay, time to catch my breath. and look for lore. Find a grab pack.
Hey, don't mess with that. That's, personal.
I mean, you're not human, so... Giblet's checklist. Who I still owe. Who I still owe, give it all back. Chum. 32 cans of food, written off to the side. Dang it, Chum. I keep telling you to stop. I don't need charity. Boggy, broken TV, notepad, pencils, scratched out, written off to the side, dead. Meech, a tarp, scaring off the gutter plush, written off to the side, dead. Stupid slurp. Diz, that nod on textbook about connecting light fixtures, written off to the side, dead. Another one dead. Ziggy, 2 times favors, written off to the side for new slips. Gabby, 3 times favors, written off to the side for the updates. Tib, a jug of water. Roach, a bottle of wound cream. And Doughy, for that thing he did that one time, written off to the side, rest easy, big guy. Well, that was kind of us. I do remember offing Doughy. Sorry. Any more lore? Ooh, I want the boots. Can I have the boots? Aha! The Better Press, issue 14. How convenient! Burnt ends. Missing toy mystery solved. For years, we toys speculated about what happened to Gentle John, some daring to spread the lie that he and his Joyless fled our factory during the Hour of Joy. These rumors were put to rest Tuesday when the burnt-up bodies of 23 toys were found in the Innovation Wing and confirmed to be the presumed defector. John refused to fight for us during the Hour of Joy. Spare no tears for him and the Joyless. There is no hope for us above, said our liberator, the prototype. A vigil will be held in Town Square this upcoming Joy Day. All are encouraged to attend. The first 10 attendees will be given special mourning stickers. Continued on page 2. Cannibal Doll Lacoste. It's a dollar cost. As food supplies run low, Rebel Toys and Safe Haven have been reportedly eating each other. It's way beyond salvaging from the charnel pit, said a former Rebel who didn't want to be named. The place stinks so bad of soggy plush and blood, it's super bad. Oh, that must be a unique scent. Soggy plush and blood. Though others deny the claims, it's widely known that Rebel Toy Doughy, the Doughman, has a big appetite and previously ate at least one of his parents. Continued on page 4. Don't get on the wrong side of these savings. 2-for-1 popsicles at the Jimmy's Food Barn. Well, they had a little society of some sort.
It's nothing. That's just a piece of trash I found. Just...
What? What is he talking about?
Look. No way you're getting around with that grab pack. You should head to the boilers.
What's a piece of trash he found? I'm looking for something really embarrassing, but I don't see anything. The urinal? That's not embarrassing. What's a piece of trash he found that he's embarrassed about? Oh man, am I missing something funny? I guess I'm missing it. Deviler's Human became a bronze ox. Thank you so much, Deviler's Human. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, this is a curtained off area. It's clearly his bathroom, but do toys need to go to the bathroom? There's a bucket and a mop with a chair. What would he do in this little corner that was so embarrassing? The mirror? He put a sticker of himself on the mirror? Is that what you're saying he's embarrassed of? He's probably talking about the personal log you picked up. Oh. It wasn't that personal. Alright. Well, I think that's it. Okay, my friend, I'm ready. Oh, alright, I guess I just go.
Through there. The pipes will get you down.
Thanks.
Meet me up in R&D once you got what you need. I'll get things cooking.
R&D, if I can remember how to get there. Okay. That way. Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm just looking. Now that way. Oh. Now that way. Now that way. Wait. Well, which way? Is this a secret, or was the other way the way? He said the pipes will get me there. Okay, I think that's the way. So why were the arrows pointing the other way? Oh well, I don't want to worry about it. I'll just go this way. Okay. Ew. Ah. What?
This is ridiculous. Tying them up, leaving them in there. Just kill them and be done with it.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Don't be a coward. You know what they did to us.
Okay, what did these people do? Huh? They work in the warehouse and never even been down to play care. You don't know them any more than I do. Let's just leave before...
Survivors. In there. He tied them up.
Why?
Because he's soft.
But this isn't... I can't. I just can't.
You can. You have to.
No. No,
They can't leave. And they can't stay.
But I never wanted this.
Want is inconsequential.
It's the master.
We do this.
Together.
Ah, those must have been the defectors, the joyless ones who didn't rebel on the day of joy or whatever that meant. Okay, well. I mean, I could have walked into that room. I don't know why I had to find that secret. Well, golly. A server room of some sort. Why do I get the feeling that I'm going to have to do a lot of hiding from something in this room later on? Okay. Something is written in ultraviolet ink around here somewhere. I heard it go beepity boop. Where is it? Yeah, right there. Oh. X? What does that mean? What does that mean? X. Huh. Did it change? No, it's 2. X arrow. Oh, that's just gross. Okay, well, he's holding something in his mouth. I need to get up there. Right. Okay, how do I get up there? Maybe it has something to do with that last room I was in. Or maybe I just jump on top of the tail.
When Braun eats, we all eat.
That's disgusting. Still can't grab it. Ah! Find a way out. Okay. Yuck. Super yuck. Alright, so we got a door over there. That's locked. That's locked. Uh-huh. So that way, I don't want to jump down. Oh. But I can't get over there from here. Locked. And I can't make that jump. Right. Well, the arrow pointed me down there, so... Great. Now I'm stuck. Oh. Oh.
Toymaker.
Okay. Oh. So I need to pull it over there to form a bridge. I see. Well, do I push it? Nope, maybe I gotta do it from the other side. Oh. I heard it. Where is it? Well, I don't see it. But I heard it again. Collectible. Wrong side out male Outimal doll, Goober Guts. A rare doll from the failed Wrong Side Out Mail's toy line. Examine to find hidden information. Goober Guts. Okay, well, I don't know what I did to to find that. Goober Guts is a bit indecisive. Mexican or Italian? fork or spoon, go outside or stay in. It's all a little hard for goober guts, but we love 'em anyway. Okay, well. This is like right out of Tomb Raider. Examine to find more information. But it doesn't make sense. Like, what am I examining? Ugh, it's so hard to rotate. Okay, and that worked for some reason. The inverted version of Bindle Boogie. Like this, it's so much easier to get down steep hills on outdoor adventures. I'm not sure if that's worth my time. Okay, so we found the collectible. We know how to get to the other side. But we need to pull that over here somehow. Right, well, now that I'm stuck down here, I can't get out, so there's got to be a way to solve this puzzle from down here. Or not. Let's see. Maybe I need more leverage. No. And there's one over here too. Aha! That's one of them. No! Wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. I must just be getting hasty. I'm a hasty hobbitses. Okay, take 3. Alley up. All right. Alley up. Yeah. Okay. Pie chart, 75% experiments, 10% meetings, 5% business trips, 9% sleep and food, 1% personal time. TR plus RS equals the most unsubtle secret couple ever. Okay, arrow pointing up. Okay. Well, great. We've got some sort of code. 0.623, 0.859, 0.837, 0.423, 0.29. What do I even do with that? Well, the correct one is circled. 0.859. Oh. Green hand. With the pressure hand attached to an object, press and hold right-click to build up pressure, then release right-click to... Okay. That's cool, I gotta say. I love that. How they're able to continue to make new mechanics with these hands, I'll never understand. Oh, but we gotta go all the way. Nope, we gotta go that way.
Stop this. Please. You wanted something better, but if you don't let the orphans go, you won't get it. Don't you see that? Even if you kill me, you'll be fighting the others for years. Please, just let them go, and no one else needs to die for either of us. Please.
Everything dies, Poppy.
Everything except us.
Refuse truth. Refuse reality. Your orphans can never go free.
Otherwise, we'll be left with...
And infinity will be lonely.
one way to make you see this.
No! No! Prototype! Please! Stop! Please!
Okay. That's great. That's lovely. But I can't jump over this, can I? Which means we need to push it even farther. Don't we? Yep. Some objects are breakable using the pressure hand. Elevator. Nope. What? Huh. What? My W key is acting up. Oh, that's gonna be really bad for chase sequences. What was that? Okay. What the heck? Okay, so I gotta drop just as I let go, and then click, and then a hold to pull me. Come on! I somehow got stuck. What? Is it my keyboard or what? And now I can walk. That's weird. Okay. Come on! Alright, I'm doing something wrong because I get stuck on that siding, which means I probably need to be doing it from over there. Which means I need to get up there. But I can't get up there. Use the pressure hand to grab the rail? All right. Oh, that was it. All right. I thought, is that an eyeball? Oh, it's a balloon. Great. Creepy balloon. What is going on? Okay. Thank you, damn fourth nuclear winter. Great. Where's that breathing coming from? I don't like that. Do I gotta kinda... Okay, this is gonna be a little bit more complicated. Alright, so we got one there, we got one there, and if I go there, I'm just gonna drop. So I gotta pull myself over there. For Pete's sake! Oh, God. How did I do it last time? Why did it work last time? Okay. So I pulled up and then swung over. And that's how it worked. So I didn't need to do them simultaneously. I did one first and then the other one. Okay. So now I've got one there and I could do that first. But then if I do that, it's going to pull me over there, which I don't want. But what can I reach from over there? If I pull myself there... Unless there's something I can only see. I mean, I can pull myself there. If I grab that and then grab that, it's going to bring me that way, which is not where I want to go. I tried grabbing that, it didn't work. I could try grabbing that, but there's a handlebar on the way. That just brings me over there. Maybe I need momentum. Nope. Oh. Oh, there was this one over there. Oh. No! So I couldn't leap across that. No, whoa, 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 whoa. What pushed me over? I guess the platform was moving due to my weight, so I gotta make that choice really quickly. Because it pushed me down. Okay, so then once I get up there, I gotta make my choice quick. Because it pushed me. Or maybe I just got too close to the edge. If I do that, I'm gonna be hovering. It's gotta be that. No. So it's gotta be that in combination with that. Yep! God. That sucked! I heard it beep. Ah, okay. Explore the biodiversity labs. Whoa. So what was the point of that? I went in there and then I came. What was the point of that? Was there a secret in here that I didn't loot? Yeah. Reminder to whoever keeps leaving the stupid fruit around. Friendly reminder that the genetically modified vegetation present in this workspace is not to be removed without authorization. We know one of you has been taking citrus from this lab and leaving them around the factory as some kind of joke. Let it be known there will be repercussions if this behavior continues. Management. His name is Lyman. He has family. Lyman the citrus. With pressure hand attached to an object, press and hold right click to build up pressure, then release. Okay. We're popping cysts. I don't like it. Lab report, medium growth and plant life. An alarm raised and a solution needed. Abstract. In testing the interactions between growth medium and various biological materials, we observed that plant life exposure exhibits traits both intriguingly similar to and disturbingly different from that of flesh. Both facets raise significant concern. Materials, pure growth medium concentrate, various flora, fruits, and vegetables. Observations. Plant roots appear to take on the quality of weeds over several weeks, tangling as though to choke neighboring growth. Closer inspection revealed a coalescing structure, a shared system rather than competition. Enlarged stems, leaves, and fruits soon followed. During an unprotected interaction, one specimen appeared to latch onto my assistant. Further contact is strongly discouraged. When the resulting fruits and vegetables were tested on both mice and rats, internal consumption began within hours following ingestion, similar to fungal degradation of organic tissue. Conclusion. All produced seeds, fruits, and vegetables are to be considered toxic and parasitic. Until a more stable strain can be developed, direct interaction with any plant matter is prohibited. We need to develop a means of counteracting the growth medium if we're to continue this line of research. Otherwise, the flora will spread completely out of our control. If the proposed negation formula we're developing is everything we intend, then this should more than suffice. Great. And now, we've got to navigate through it. Oh, man. Oh, yuck. Crap. We're popping zits.